Well, welcome back to another segment in excerpts from A Spiritual Ascension. This video is meant to find you at the place you are currently on your journey. So these videos are for, as I just said, to find you exactly at the right time, wherever you may be. So the title kind of should draw you in. But I'm on the other side of my journey. And just some things that I'm noticing on the other side. If you haven't already started to follow my 5-year ascension journey, I did the prelogue, completed that, and I'm starting now on year one. I think I actually completed year one. So hopefully you're following along with that. Please go to the intro so that you follow along all the way and understand everything that's kind of happening. Because sometimes I have to go back and not so much correct something, but kind of insert information. So it would be great if you watch that if you are, on your ascension journey at this point. So something I noticed on this side is there's kind of that before, during, and after. And before my journey, I was given very defined instructions through spirit, through my family members that are already in spirit, my father, my grandparents, my son, and of what I needed to do. And I followed those instructions, and everything that I did came to fruition. Pretty amazing one to look at, because like it was like you're going to leave your job and you're going to move somewhere up north, and all those things happen. Um, Before, when I was just starting my journey, I had no idea what was going on. I was so confused. I couldn't understand. Um, Something in one of the videos, I talk about spiritual paralysis, where I was not able to kind of move out of a situation. No matter what I tried to do, I was kind of stuck. And I didn't understand what was going on. It was depressing, went into that dark night of the soul, um, kind of feeling for a very long time because I didn't understand what was happening to me. Only probably into the second year did I start to put the pieces together that I had already started my journey, even though I didn't know it. And the information that I was receiving from Spirit was telling me kind of things that I needed to do. And so I was like, okay, I get it. I understand. It's kind of like there will be an opportunity to leave the situation. But for right now, you're kind of being held. And when you're being held, it's not a punishment. It's not any kind of, you know, um, dark thing. It's just that the universe needs to keep you in a certain place for a certain time until other things can come together. Because and as you understand, we are all one, right? And we're one with the divine, and it's all about divine timing. So setting people, places, and situations in the right format so that um, when it's time for that movement, those things can be in place. On the second half of my journey, I knew what I needed to do, some actions I needed to take. But when I got to the place where they told me to go to the New Hampshire Maine border, I thought I was going to stay in that area in New Hampshire, and nothing worked out. So now I'm back to this confusion for about a week and a half of pure confusion of not understanding where am I supposed to go, Spirit? I don't understand. Like, this is where you told me to go. But Spirit doesn't always give you all the information up front. So really that time now was for me to be alone with spirit, and something that I call spiritual navigation was to feel my way to where I was supposed to go. Okay, so clairsentient and using my senses to understand what direction I needed to go into. And everything turned out exactly how it was supposed to be. That's an example of Doring. Okay. So now, after on the other side, now, Spirit has taught me how to look for the signs, to listen to my intuition, right? To move also when Spirit directs me to move, like don't jump ahead. And that's what I had a habit of doing was, okay, I know I'm supposed to do this, so let me just go ahead and do it. And it wasn't the right timing. On the other side now, I noticed that I'm kind of given subtle pushes, of when I do need to make movement, take an action. But it's no longer of me waiting, not so much waiting, um, waiting for, the word keeps popping out of my head, um, waiting for permission. That's it. Because I'm like, I got too scared to move at a certain point because I was jumping ahead all the time and then things would fall apart. So I learned to wait and say, okay, Spirit, is it time? Is it time? And now it's not about, I'm already on the other side. I'm in this peaceful place. So now I know things that I need to do, but it's now of Spirit saying to me, okay, now you decide kind of what do you want to manifest, and how do you want to take that action? And we're going to back you in that. So I've kind of come to there was this kind of fear a little bit of saying, okay, if I do this, are you guys going to back me, right? And leaving my position, as I've said a couple weeks ago, leaving my job was prompted to do that, but also it was kind of my decision when I was going to do it. But as soon as I did it, there was like confirmation, yes, you did it at the right time, the right way, and everything fell into place at the way it was supposed to be. And now I'm in this quiet, have been in this quiet place since that time, because Spirit also is a loving, divine spirit that understands that we're humans and that we need to rest and recover and to heal from whatever we've gone through. I'm not going to push us and push us, even though like my journey was extremely difficult. There's always this rest time, this healing period, and then I'm on to the next part of it. So I've gone through all that difficulty, and now I'm in this kind of healing part before like I start to manifest the things that I want to come into my life. So just letting you know that there's going to be this part where in the beginning you just don't understand anything. And that's why I always tell you to kind of learn your signs and signals from the universe. And then everyone's are going to be different. Mine are different than what your signals will be. Then during learning how to navigate spiritually, know what direction to go into. And then afterwards, there's kind of like you've learned, you've graduated. Okay. So now it's like, for example, someone getting their medical degree, right? They've gone through all the practices. They've gone through all the studies. They've practiced. They know what they need to do now. So now they've graduated. So now it's time to put everything they've learned into practice, right? Becoming a doctor, becoming a master of their art. And no one is there to say, no, you need to do this during a surgery or you need to do that, right? They're on their own now. But the success will be shown in, the recovery of their patience, or their patience doing well afterwards, and everyone kind of saying, yeah, you did well, you did right, you know. So that's kind of like an example of how it is on the other side, that the universe now says, kind of waits and say, okay, what are you going to do? You know how to do this. So it's up to you now to try to work through whatever it is. And then afterwards, because you are a master of your art, we're going to congratulate you by manifesting whatever it is now that you want to bring into your life. Okay. So hopefully you kind of understand that. If you would like to meet with me, talk with me about anything spiritual, about your own journey, there's a link below to book time with me. Also, I've done several courses on the Ascension journey, and that link is also below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.